Rocking last game of the season for us here with our key games, and we're just simming to the end. I don't know how, pretty much right there. We're hanging on to first seed, but we gotta play the Nets. So haven't won to them. They're first in the East, so this is a 1 seed versus 1 seed. They're 60 and 14. They are cooking, dude. So we gotta go play them. It's freaking going to cook. Go.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And towards the end of this year, a great time to check out our rookie race. Which newcomers have made the biggest impact on their teams? He's had a solid year, just not good enough to be in the race for Rookie of the Year. Still, here's a guy with an exciting future.
These rookies have really thrived in their first full NBA season. They're playing with terrific spirit and energy throughout.
Oh, the beauty of young legs. It's sort of remarkable because it's something unlike anything they've experienced before this schedule.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Chet Holmgren out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Bridges in at point guard. And for Brooklyn, we've got Mitchell. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
All season, we've seen MP and Luka Doncic turn in great performance after great performance. I asked MP what we can expect from him and Doncic tonight, and he said, we're going to get after it. They run pretty much everything through Luka, and for us to win, I need to be able to be the engine for our team as well. Two MVP candidates will be the focal points tonight.
They've both been on fire all season long, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Bridges. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. And he lobs it up. Can't complete the lob. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Evans. Mitchell with the ball. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Here's Harden. 4 on the clock. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Three-pointer, Bridges. The rebound by the Nets. Harden's got 4 rebounds in the game. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. They get it again. On the wing, Mitchell. Harden, nice persistence to tip it back in.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Towns gets the bucket.
You can see the defense always wants to hold contact with Karl Anthony Towns. Just great concentration on the shot.
Pass to Mitchell, and here's Harden. Here's Evans. Here's Claxton. From outside, off the mark. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Claxton. Doncic on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Edwards a screen on Doncic. Bridges misses. The Nets with the lead. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Outside Mitchell from behind the arc. The offensive rebound. Harden. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Bridges, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Here's Edwards. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 8 rebounds in the game. From deep, here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
Their reserves have to step up this time around and get stops. That was the difference the last time these teams played.
Holmgren gets up off his feet in a hurry. A little bit of athleticism on display.
Here's Evans. No made baskets yet. He puts up a 3. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailing by 4. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
It was textbook rim protection in that game. Taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Evans, that's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Warriors make some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Houston comes in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Edwards. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Now Bridges. Boy, you have to be impressed with his numbers, averaging almost 36 a game.
Well, Holmgren understands how to play in pick and roll. Set the screen, roll hard, make sure your teammate delivers.
Here's Evans. Pass to Harden. And Porzingis with the block.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Here's Holmgren. Uses the glass on the layup. Holmgren's got 6.
Well, one thing about Chet, this guy plays hard, and he's not going to let defenders phase him.
Here's Whitehead. Here's McDaniel. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Evans. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. And Bridges, here we go. Cuts off the pass. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Evans. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Can't hit that one.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning checked in for the Warriors. Bridges comes in for Houston. We've got Mitchell, and it's Evans in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Bridges with it. Harden picks him up. Bridges has to... Oh, Holmgren on the climb!
You're seeing everything on display for Chet Holmgren. He understands angles. He's smart. He's got good hands. He can shoot it. What a night.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Evans. Harden with it. He's covered by Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Tries a 10-footer from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges outside. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Here's McDaniel. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. It's tipped and stolen by Porzingis. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots. There
is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, AI in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He contributed 42 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And he had a memorable game. These coaches and fans are still buzzing about it. Just incredible. What's he got for an encore? B.A.?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Nets trail by 8. Right wing. Here's Evans. Rejected by Holmgren.
You love that Holmgren likes to send it back. Use that wingspan to full effect.
Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Holmgren. Bridges, left side. And Harden with the block. Pass to Whitehead to the inside to get back on track. And Harden lays it up and in. Harden's got 10.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
I can't find the shot, so I'm just passing it. Again, getting assists. It's working well, and my guys are making it, so let's continue that.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Lively, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren, and it's Edwards in for Poole. The Warriors lead by 6. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Now here's Bridges. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Doncic. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Warriors. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Porzingis. Outside Mitchell. Bridges against Doncic. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, the deep ball for Luka Doncic. This guy does not lack the confidence.
For 3, Bridges. Mitchell grabs a miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. From deep, here's Doncic. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Second chance effort. Holmgren for 2.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Nets trail by 10. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Claxton. Off target from outside. Golden State has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Bridges. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
The shot by Evans, no good.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Drills it from deep.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Here's Evans. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Doncic. The 3 from Mitchell. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. and more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Hey, it's working so far. It's working. All the passing, we're just making the next move. It's working really good. So we're not going to move away from it. They can't guard all of us. The way they're running their defense, they can't guard us. So
thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're pretty entrenched in their power ranking spot. Hard to see much movement from them this late in this year.
And that's not a problem for them. They have a great roster and all the tools they need to make a lot of noise in this postseason.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Warriors.
No sloppy passes, no easy giveaways, no big mistakes. They're keeping it tight like Kenny Pants over there, Ernie.
Hey, that's tighter than tight.
It's called form fitting. It's called a Euro cut. Thank you, gentlemen.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
dang, Chet is cooking. That is crazy. Chet is cooking.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Bridges in at the point.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's Doncic. Pass to Evans. On the wing, Mitchell. Now here's Claxton. Jacks up at 3. The rebound by Wiggins. Bridges outside. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
There's a screen. And he lobs it up top. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And here's Bridges. Give him 8 points now. The kick out to Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Harden. Shoots over Wiggins. Harden can't hit. The Warriors lead by 9. Bridges outside. No good with the triple.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now here's Claxton. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And let's check in on the players lighting it up in the second half of the season. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bridges with it. Towns outside. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Doncic. Tries it from 16. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And it's now only a 5-point Warrior lead.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Harden's got 12 points.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Kristaps Porzingis.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The putback. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
For 3, Bridges. Brooklyn with the board. Harden's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And stolen by Claxton. Pass to Doncic. Here's Evans. He's got 7. Now here's Harden. He's covered by Holmgren. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Boy, Luka has decided he wants to become a more complete defensive player. How about twice on the pipes? I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Nets trail by 7. Here's Evans. And he drops it in from the low post. Harden's got 16 points.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
3-pointer, Bridges. Mitchell grabs a miss. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
And here's Doncic outside. Here's Harden. Pass to Evans. They shoot again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Bridges, here we go. And he comes up with a bucket. Bridges has gotten 4 this quarter.
In terms of scoring, this hasn't been his quarter. Just 1 of 7.
Claxton with it. Here's Evans, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Doncic. Fires from deep. Doncic delivers from range.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Now here's Mitchell, and the foul called on Chet Holmgren. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. We've got Mitchell, and it's Harden in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's McDaniel. Sinks the tray.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Bridges passes to Porzingis. Bridges outside. On the take. And it's blocked by Harden.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Finley. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by Brooklyn.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Whitehead passes to Finley with the drive. Here's McDaniel. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Mitchell. The 3. Lively grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Finley. Pass to Harden. Here's Finley. From downtown. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bridges outside. Outside Porzingis. Screen by Bridges. Lively. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Finley. And the layup is good. And it's now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Bridges passes to Poole. Out to Bridges. Launches a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Here's McDaniel. Pass to Finley. Outside Mitchell. On the wing, Harden. Here's Finley. He's guarded by Bridges. To take the lead. And the shot goes down. Whitehead's got his first basket. Neither team able to build the lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
All right. Time to walk in.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitutions on the court.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Bridges knocks it down from distance. Bridges has got 13 in the second half.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Mitchell. Now Harden. He's covered by Holmgren. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah, going up against the Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. The Warriors have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
Mitchell up top, hounded by Wiggins. Here's Evans, looking to get it going. Kicks it to Doncic. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Off target from the baseline. The Warriors leading. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Doncic. side, Harden fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
So it's Brooklyn now. 2-point game. Pass to Doncic. Here's Evans. Doncic, a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 6.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Well, the Warriors shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Bridges against Claxton. Bridges, a screen on Doncic. Bridges down low. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Bridges has got 15 points here in the second half.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
1:27 left to play in the fourth. Evans, that's good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Bridges, and that's making their last shot. Yep, that one goes. Bridges has got 13 points in this quarter. Nets trail by 4. A minute 4 left in the final quarter. Lets a floater go. No good there. Some solid defense from Edwards. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Towns. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Claxton. Back to Mitchell. The 3 is up. That one is off.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Come on, everybody. We got teachers for everybody.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Money. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Luka Doncic is the option, folks. You see the trust they place
and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. 9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Claxton finds Mitchell. 3-pointer, no good. And so the Warriors take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Yeah.
Alright, go. Let's see if we can. I'm curious how that affected possibly the award races. Okay, now I'm first in MVP. It's crazy. I mean, yeah, we won, but I didn't beat him. So I might be a 5-time MVP in our run. Here. Let's see. Let's zoom to the end here. Lose to the Jazz again. Oh, wow, we're gonna end up second seed. I'm the GOAT. Wow, I won my 5th MVP. There we go. NBA first team. Did we win Clutch Player of the Year? Okay, frick, dude, we're second seed though, and not even first seed. Spurs beat us to the first seed. What a comeback they had.
This is it. The playoffs. Time to turn it up.
Greatest of all time.
Now.
Really? I'm the GOAT. 9. Oh. Okay. Wow, it actually gives it to you too. Last game, you could pass him, but you couldn't. You had to have more You had to have 7 championships actually be put in front of him. Technically, I have 5 MVPs now. take a picture of that. It's first time. This is the first time I've never been first seed. So I don't. Yeah, we freaking first we lost these. What does this playoff tree look like? I'm not gonna play the first round. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sim the first round. Obviously, unless we have problems. Hey, we lost game 1. Okay, we're up 3-0. Man, we lost game 1. Okay, cool. Swept them in the first. We didn't sweep them, but okay. Now we gotta play freaking OKC. Let's go here. We barely won all these games, except for that second bounce back big. What does this playoff bracket look like? Okay. 10. Spurs swept. Honestly, I don't want to play any games really till, and then I'll play all 4 in the conference finals if we play against the Spurs. So let's send for. We're down 2-0 in the series. 2-1. Oh no! We're on the verge of elimination. What is going on? What the frick? Oh my gosh, we gotta come back on 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to play these. We are down 3-1. Unbelievable, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Dude, they're beating us by 20 points. Dang, 33% from 3. Are you kidding me right now? Oh man, Porzingis is out. Bryson Gallons. Okay, well, tomorrow or something, I'm gonna have to come in and play those games. But it's not looking good for us right now. Did I pass up my MP bonus? Yeah, we did. Is this not? Did this just go up? Spread out. This one's still going up, bro. I mean, down, but I'm wondering if we're getting the points for this one too. Okay. Might actually get swept. Or not swept, but it might. Nah, we got this. I'm gonna get 3-1 comeback. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Crap. Okay, well. Not how I thought it was gonna go. But we are probably not looking too good. We're in the second round of the playoffs. Oh. Luka's moving up on this freaking list. I'm not surprised. I think they might actually consider the GOAT. Look. Lost by 1 point. I like want to play the next game. I really want to play. Like debating. It's midnight. I'm gonna go to bed. Alright. I'll play this game tomorrow or something. Man. Alright. Well, I'm now, I guess, considered the GOAT. Five All-NBAs, 6 All-Stars, 5 MVPs now, 4 chips, 3 Finals MVPs. 5 back-to-back MVPs. Okay. Back-to-back MVPs. Average 30 plus next season. 5 consecutive MVPs. I got 125 points for that for 5 consecutive, but you get 125,000 to win triple 3 in a row. 250 to win back to back, but 25, and 125 to win 4 consecutive MVPs. What the? League leader on multiple stats. Won the rematch of the finals of the season. I'm creeping up on Curry, but I'm still a ways off.
Game time. Let's get it, MB.
19,000 points. I'm getting there, actually. It's very slowly, but sure. Dang, this season I didn't even make it on the list. Dang, only 570. Dang, that's my worst amount. Worst of my rookie season. 677 assists. That's not bad. I don't know what my other seasons were, but I can't believe, I didn't make it on the scoring. Well, I still won the scoring title, but it's crazy, actually. Hey. Bedtime. Man, I can't believe we're down 3-1 in the series. Gotta play those 3 games now. Alright. I think you want to do some more tattoos though. I don't know what to get though. I think I gotta look. Tattoo places.
Hi, welcome in.
I got the 4 chips on the leg. Dude, I think a hand tattoo would be pretty cool. Something like right on the hand. I don't know. I don't know if I do. You're the goat. Wait, let's just see. I wonder what it looks like. Should I do it on the right? That looks stupid. Kinda does. I got put like a little warrior stuff. That wouldn't look dumb. Actually, I could do that like right there on the hand. Actually, I might do that on the left. I like that. Come on, like a long phrase. What is dream catcher? Low key might look cool on that. Maybe like that. Like up on the fingers. That kind of looks cool. I like that actually. It's good. Give it a try. I like that hand touch.
Thanks for coming in.
The T-Wolves. Yes, us. They lost to Brooklyn. See where this one goes, but I don't know if we can come back. Give it my best. 3 of them now. Alright, I'm off though. Alright, good night.